wonderful good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you back here at the public forum at the group exhibit Hydrogen, Fuel Cells and Batteries. My name is Mona Lee and I will be your moderator for the next 15 minutes. I invite you to come and have a seat and have a complimentary drink. There are two lovely ladies walking around serving you with drinks. Also at this time I would like to say hello to all our online guests. We are live streaming from the Hanover Fairground. Please welcome with me our upcoming talk regarding the PEM electrolysis. We'll talk about opportunities and potentials within and beyond renewable energy businesses. So please welcome with me on stage CEO of H-TEC, Mr. Heinrich Gärtner. Welcome. So.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Gärtner, first of all, I would like to have a little company introduction on H-TEC.
Yeah. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here on the forum to talk a bit about the H-TEC company, H-TEC Systems in special. H-TEC is a company that deals with hydrogen for a lot of years now. The 1990s, H-TEC started to develop systems to produce hydrogen out of electricity, and especially in this case with a technique named PEM electrolysis, and developed that over a lot of years up to the status we have today.
All right, but I see that you're not only a representative of H-TEC, but you're also CEO and founder of GP Joule. So where is the connection?
Indeed, I'm the CTO of GP Joule, and the connection is that GP Joule is the mother company of H-TEC, and GP Joule is raised since the early 2004, indeed. 2004, we started with project development in renewable energy systems, developed solar installations, wind installations, and dealt a lot of time with the production of renewable energy, the cheapest production of renewable energy over the years. And after a few years, a certain period of time, we found out that the production is quite easy, but it's more or less difficult to bring the electricity to the customers at the time when they need it and in the amount they need it. And for that reason, it's not just important to produce energy like GP Joule did the first years, but to set up infrastructure, to set up storage systems. And that was the start to invest in H-TEC, which we did in 2011. And since this time, we had the chance to take over the majority and are now the biggest investor in H-TEC and support that company wherever we can.
And there are many synergy effects that could have been used from GP Joule, who is interested in 100% renewable energy. So I would like to focus on H-TEC today. So what are the large achievements in the past years that the company has achieved?
In the first years, there was a lot of research and development in the key facts of the PEM electrolysis. The first design of a stack, like we can see here on the table, was done over several years. What we achieved now in the last 2 years was that we could finish the development of that product to really make it reliable and resistant and have a long lifespan for that technique, and on the other hand found ways to produce it in a quite cheap way to bring down costs of the conversion from electricity to hydrogen.
So before we will focus on this little thing on the table, I would like to talk with you about your new products, 2 of them, that you brought to the fair that can also be visited at your booth. So I'm really happy to announce that today is a very important day, not only for all exhibitors here, but especially for H-TEC, because what is there at your booth that is new?
Yeah, what we have today is start of sales of our big electrolysis complete system. It's the ME 350-100.
All right, so you have an electrolyzer,
Yeah.
and the name is ME 350-100. What do the numbers stand for?
The ME is the megawatt series of electrolyzing systems in our company, and the 350 is the maximum input power in kilowatts that our stack is capable to take, and the 100 is the nominal output in kilograms hydrogen per day.
So, what does your electrolyzer? What are the advantages of your electrolyzer?
In our product, besides the fact that it's really built in a compact way, we can deliver it in a standard container, 20 foot, everything included that's necessary only to connect the gas pipes and water and electricity. The rest is complete, built in one system. It has all advantages of the PEM electrolysis itself. So we have really short times to ramp up the production and bring it back down again. We have a quite high density of power in our stack, so that we have a really small way to build it. Yeah.
And in terms of energy efficiency, so to do electrolysis, you need energy, so you can split and then you get the pure hydrogen. So my question is, in terms of energy efficiency, how much energy can you put in, but how much do you get out at the end?
Under norm conditions, we have efficiency of 74% over the whole system. 74% of the electricity we put in the system we can get out in gas, in hydrogen. That's a quite good efficiency. What we usually do, as soon as we build these electrolysis systems in complete systems, we integrate it in heating systems, district heating systems, where we can use the waste heat that is combined with the production of hydrogen.
And who could be interested in an electrolyzer?
There are a lot of potential markets out there. What we have at the moment that are not developed, and that's the same. Unfortunately, over a lot of years now, but there are certain projects at the moment where we can deliver these electrolyzers already.
So if I'm a customer and interested in electrolyzer, I approach you and I just buy the electrolyzer, or do you provide other services?
Not as H-TEC systems, we built the systems at H-TEC. What we deliver combined with that is, as the GP Joule, we do all the project related stuff all around it. Permitting, all the interconnection process, all that stuff that is related to it.
So that would be a full service package.
Exactly.
So that's wonderful. So this is the one product that is totally new on the market, and we all know that electrolyzer is a huge and complex system, and one of the components are stacks. And you mentioned that you also have stacks on the market now, and you brought something today. Would you like to introduce what you brought?
Yeah, what we can see here is the smaller series. I talked a bit about our ME 350-100. That is the S series, the small series indeed. That's a stack here, an S3030 with 30 cells. It's a maximum input power at the moment here of 3 kilowatts, and that will be available for smaller systems where you can produce hydrogen wherever you need it on site directly. Here at the moment we sell the stacks as the heart of the electrolysis system on its own itself. Yeah.
And today is also the first day where you're selling these stacks.
Exactly, start of sales today for both of those products.
So this is a trade fair. So who should come and visit your booth for the stacks?
For the stacks, we like to talk to system integrators that are able to build the infrastructure for smaller electrolysis systems, up to smaller filling stations, energy storage systems, whatever you could imagine to use a conversion from energy to hydrogen.
Okay, so if I want to buy, I'll just go to your booth. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would also like to know something that is probably important or interesting for most of the exhibitors here, especially in Germany. We are in a change. We are talking about the energy change, the Energiewende in Germany, reducing the coal or just using 100% renewable energy. What is needed? What support is needed to go one step further to really have renewables on a sufficient market?
What we have seen in the past in Germany and in Europe, what we see at the moment in a lot of other countries, is that stable conditions, stable political conditions, have the most impact to drive the costs down. That is important. That's what we are missing a bit in Germany at the moment, especially for storage systems. There is no really stable political situation here. You don't know where the market will be next year, and that's something that we see for a lot of years now. On that point, for sure, there could be a lot of attempts to change that, especially as long as we have the situation that carbon dioxide deposition in the air is for free, that still closes a lot of potential markets for us. As soon as we have here a fair, a level playing field, we can start immediately.
So what is needed? Is it a promotion on 100% renewables, or is it laws or taxes on carbon?
I think at the moment we give carbon dioxide the fair price. We will see a lot of change in that, and we don't have to talk about renewable or not. We will see what is really the price of all the production of energy.
And what is currently the price for hydrogen?
Depends a bit where you buy it and in which amounts. For sure, in big amounts, still we have hydrogen out of natural gas that is really on a low level at the moment. But as soon as you go to a filling station, you talk about around about 9 euros per kilogram. If you talk about bottles, we talk about much higher prices. And
in this bottle, there's no hydrogen, right?
No, but some components we need for production of hydrogen.
Exactly. So that's just water in there. So what is actually needed to reach economies of scale in the hydrogen production?
On that point, we work on several on several points indeed to reduce the cost and bring it down. One central point for production of our stacks and our electrolysis systems is the mass production. What we can see here is something maybe some of the audience can remember how it started with the photovoltaics. We had the situation, the first panels have been really expensive, but they all consist out of silicon in small wafers attached to each other, cells. What we see here are several cells. PEM electrolysis is based on cells. We can see the same experience curve and the same amount of reduction in the end if we scale up the production. That is the biggest impact indeed. For sure, we still, as a lot of companies here on that show, work on research and development, cut down the amounts of platinum or iridium that's needed for the catalysts in there, do scaling of the stack like we did in our bigger electrolysis system. We have a stack that is 7 times bigger than this one from the surface area, and that brings down costs. Just that steps cuts down costs for around about 40%.
So the costs have already been cut down by 40% just by increasing the size?
Yeah.
So imagining even more increasement on size, or go in really an assembly line of mass production, then do you think you can bring the cost even further down?
Yeah, we have an experience curve that is, we really can estimate what we will see, and with a doubling of production, usually we can see a 20% reduction in costs for production of the stacks.
Very interesting. This is a public forum, so this is open, so I invite you also to participate. So if you do have any questions, you can just raise your hands and I will come down to you. Unfortunately, I don't have that much time, so I can only take maybe one question. Okay. If there's no question at this time, you can also take the question to the booth, because I think your booth might be very busy today, but you're still available at the booth because the sales started today.
Yeah.
Right? So the sales of 2 products started today. One large electrolyzer that is at the booth, and then also a component or a smaller version of the component. We have the stacks here. So for business inquiries, I highly recommend to head over to the booth of H-TEC. It's just down the aisle. And who should come and visit you there?
Everybody that is interested in production of hydrogen in all amounts you could imagine, from the kilowatt range to the multi-megawatt range. We can provide systems for all of that, and for sure we will try to give you the best offer today.
I would like to congratulate H-TEC to achievement of now going business, now really having a product on the market. I'm really proud to, I'm also proud to see that, and I'm wishing you a very, very good fair and hopefully many sales. Thank you very much, Mr. Gärtner.
Thank you.
Dankeschön. Thank you. And also I would like to let you know that there will be an upcoming talk in only a few minutes time. And for that, the topic will be linking the power and transport sectors, a sector coupling scenario for Germany, possible sector coupling. So for that, the Markus Reuss from the Forschungszentrum Jülich will be the speaker. So that will be just in a few minutes time. So I welcome you to have a seat and have more drinks. Thank you.